Hey guys, welcome back. So today we're going to do another test between 5.56 and 7.62 by 39. We recently did a test where we showed an AK versus an AR in 7.62 by 39, and we got some pretty interesting comments. We got comments from, why are you shooting at 50 yards? Well, why we're shooting at 50 yards for two reasons. Many people zero their rifles at 50 yards, and secondly, we're trying to remove the human error factor as much as possible. Also, if a gun will shoot one MOA at 50 yards, it will shoot one MOA at 100 yards, at 200, 300, 400. The only variable, the further you get out, is the human error factor. So by shooting at 50 yards, we're reducing the human error factor. So many people zero at 50 yards. You're going to reduce the human error factor as much as possible. You also said, well, why use red dot sights? You didn't use magnification. Well, we could have used iron sights. That's how people used to do testing, but red dot sights takes human error out of the equation as well. You don't have to align a front and rear post and then center that and hold that on the target. You just put the dot on the target, practice good trigger pressing technique, and you should, in theory, hit where you have the dot, assuming the gun's capable of that type of accuracy. But okay, fine. You wanted magnification of 50 yards. We have the G2 Prism. These are magnified optics from Primary Arms. They have the ACSS reticle in them. One of them is set up for 7.62 by 39 and 300 blackout. The other one is set up for 5.56. So the other thing is, people said, get Rob Ski out there. He can shoot a sub-MOA group with any AK on the planet. You don't know how to shoot an AK. I've been shooting AKs since the mid-'80s, and that's probably before most of you were born, and I shoot AKs pretty darn well. I can hit steel plates out at 500 yards using iron sights, but that's besides the point. We decided, okay, maybe I don't interface well with the AK. So let's try to find two firearms that are identical in construction, made by the same company, which we try to do with the AK and the AR, PSA in that case. In this case, we have CZ. CZ is a quality brand known for making quality firearms. One is chambered at 7.62 by 39. The other is chambered in 5.56. Both of these pistols have 14-inch barrels. And so everything seems to be equal. They're both using the same 2-power prism optic. They're both 14-inch barrels. The only difference between the two is caliber, 7.62 by 39 and 5.56. So let's do the same accuracy tests and see if the accuracy is a function of the caliber or the firearm. Let's see if the CZ shoot any better than the AR or the AK from the previous video. Should be interesting. Let's get started. We would like to thank our friends at Big Daddy Unlimited for helping to make this and other videos possible. If you'd like to help us out, swing by the BDU website, and just for 99 cents, you can try out their service for 1 month. And they're basically like the Sam's Club of the online world. So check them out. If you would like to stay a member, go by militaryarms.org. There's a big link right at the top of the website, and you can stay a member for 20% off every month going forward. So please check them out. We have some 223 55 grain American Eagle. And we're going to fire 5 rounds. Let's see what we get. This time we're going to try some Wolf Gold. This is 223, again 55 grain ball. I'll shoot it at the target on the right. Now we're going to try some 62 grain Nato ball. This is the green tip stuff, which you can see there. All right, so let's give the good old green tip a crack at the 50-yard target. This one's going to go on the left. right, this is some good old-fashioned M193 ball from our friends over at Federal, and it's sealed up. This is a Microtech. Love Microtech. All right, grab 5 rounds of this stuff. Full power 55 grain. All right. Let's see how she does. It's going to be on the target on the right. This time we're going to try some Federal Gold Medal Match. These are 69 grain Sierra Match Kings. We have 5 rounds loaded up. And again, it's from our friends over at Federal. Let's see what we get out of this little pistol with the heavier match grade bullets. The next ammunition that we're going to try out of the Bren 2 is some Pine Valley Munitions 77 grain SMK. This is a local Indiana company, and we're going to see how well the Bren likes this stuff. Really heavy bullets. This will be on the right target. All right, this is the 7.62 by 39 Bren 2, and right now we have 5 rounds of the Wolf 124 grain military classic with the polycoat case and bimetal bullet. Let's go ahead and load her up. Let's see what kind of groups we get. This will be on the left. So make sure we're not touching the barrel. All right, so that was the Wolf. There's some Bernal. And this is 123 grain, I believe. This is the stuff we typically have good results with. Let's see how the Bren likes it. This stuff has a lacquered case and a bimetal bullet. This will be on the right. should say that we zeroed this with the S&B, and then we didn't fine tune it with Bernoullis like we usually do. So the groups may be a little off center because I'm trying to get rid of the S&B stuff. Now we're going to try some 124 grain S&B. This is the ammunition that we zeroed the gun to on steel at 100 yards. Let's see how she does. All right, then we have some Golden Tiger. This is the military grade stuff, lacquered case, sealed bullet and primer. 3, 4, 5. This is the stuff I like to stockpile for rainy days. I keep it with my Hawaiian t-shirt, 3%er t-shirt, and my Boogaloo kit. What makes the news today cracks me up. All right, so here we go. This is the right side. All right, that concludes our 7.62x39 testing. Let's see what we got. All right, guys, so let's take a look at the results that we got with the two different pistols. Let's start off with the 5.56, and we'll talk about the groups in the order that we shot them. We start off with some Federal American Eagle 55 grain ball. This is just standard American Eagle stuff, and it's 223 pressure. And we shot a 1.6 inch group at 50 yards. 5-shot groups. Then I loaded up some Wolf 55 grain, and again, another 1.6 inch group, but I thought it was interesting to note that 4 rounds were under an inch, then we had this 5th round flyer. Ooh, we got some thunder. All right, so the next 2 groups that we fired, we decided to use some 62 grain green tip. This is M855 ball. This is from Federal, and this is actual military green tip ammunition. And we got a 1.8 inch group, 5-shot group, 50 yards. Over here, we use some M193 Federal. Again, this is actual 5.56 ammunition used by the military. And we got a 1.6 inch group, 5 shots. So at this point, we wanted to see, was it a shooter not interfacing well with the Bren? Could a different shooter tighten those groups up using the Federal ammunition? Well, I asked Jason to sit down and do something a little bit differently. He rested the front of the pistol with the bag. He put bags at the rear on the brace and basically just let the pistol sit there, and then he just touched off 5 rounds. Using the Federal 55 grain ammunition, he shot a 2.1 inch group, which means it's not the shooter. We're both shooting the pistol the exact same way. The difference is I'm not using a rear bag. He was, but we're getting about the same results. So we continued our testing. I decided to grab some Federal Gold Medal Match 69 grain stuff. And not surprisingly, out of the Bren pistol, it put down a 0.6 inch group. So under an inch. So if you double that 100 yards, a 1.2 inch group, a little over 1 MOA, that's to be expected. That's actually what I would expect out of the gun. And then over here, we tried some of the Pine Valley Munitions. This is the 77 SMK, a little heavier bullet. It seems like the Bren 2 pistol definitely favors the 69 grain bullet. 77 is just a little too heavy for it, and we got a 1.4 inch 5-shot group. All right, so the Bren, using just run-of-the-mill, cheap plinking ammunition, you're looking at about a 1.6 inch group at 50 yards, or you're looking at about a 3 inch group at 100 yards using, again, just regular plinking ammunition, which would be normal out of an AR-15 or anything else. So then we took the Bren 2 pistol in 7.62 by 39, and we started off with some Wolf 124 grain stuff, and we got a 2.2 inch group. Then the Bernal 123 grain, 1.1 inch group. So just a little bit bigger than the match ammunition that we got with the Federal Gold Medal match. We got a 0.6 with it, we got a 1.1, but we got about 1 inch. So at 100 yards, if you double that, you got about a 2.2 inch group. That's pretty darn good for what is the equivalent of plinking ammunition. That's really good accuracy for 7.62 by 39 non-match ammo, if you ask me. And the Bernal's always done really, really good for us. And that is also true when shooting the Bren 2 pistols. Then we fired the S&B. This is actually what we zeroed the Bren 2 pistol with. And we got a 1.9 inch group at 50 yards. And the gnats are out in force. And then we tried the Golden Tiger. And this is kind of hit or miss depending on the gun that's using it. And we got 3 inch group with the Golden Tiger stuff at 50 yards, which is a 6 inch group at 100, and not impressive whatsoever. So what do we learn? Well, of the two pistols, it certainly seems like if you want to shoot good groups on a budget using the Bernal ammunition, the Bren 2 in 7.62 by 39 seems like the way to go. Now, if you want to shoot match ammunition in 5.56, you're definitely going to get tighter groups out of the 14-inch barreled pistols anyway. This may change as you shorten or lengthen the barrel, and, you know, obviously with the ammunition changes. So in the end, I would say the results are as I expected. I'll let you guys be the judge of the outcome of this test as compared to the other one. I look forward to the comments below. If you'd like to support us at the channel, check out this t-shirt. We have t-shirts just like this one and many others over at Ballistic Ink. There is a link down in the video description. Also, if you'd like to support us, we're not supported by the industry, guys. We're supported by you. So if you'd like to see videos like this to continue, please consider supporting us at Patreon. There's a link in the video description below. Go to Patreon, check out some of the perks, and consider becoming part of our Patreon family. Also, right here on YouTube, underneath the video player, there's a little join button. Click that join button, check out some of the incentives, and consider supporting us right here on YouTube. And last but not least, swing by and check out coppercustom.com. Guys, thanks for 12 years of support, and we'll talk to you guys soon.